Hello, welcome to day 47. And our intention today is to trust your instincts. So let's get started. Hello, welcome to day 47 of our intentions instead of resolutions yoga. And today's intention is to trust your instinct. So, in other words, follow your gut, trust your gut. There's so many people that are just determined to make us believe certain things that may not be true. So, if something sounds off, really just stop for a second and evaluate it and do a little bit of research and see if it sounds right. And in order to do that, we need to not just have a strong mind, we also have to have a strong gut to know when something doesn't seem right. So that's a long way of saying today's yoga practice is going to be focusing in on our center. So what we want to do is start in just cross-legged. And all of this practice is going to be low to the ground. So you can wear something comfy. You can put a blanket on your yoga mat. So don't feel like it's going to be really rough and having to stand and do a lot of balancing poses. But we are going to connect to our center and get our abdominal wall engaged. So we're going to start with a little breath of fire. And breath of fire is one way for us to become aware of our abdominal wall and to focus in on it through that breathing exercise. So with breath of fire, what we do is we passively inhale and forcefully exhale. So it'll look something like this. Okay. Now you can breathe out through your mouth, you can breathe out through your nose, but the air going in is passive, and you're going to force your abdomen in to force that air out. Now you can place your hands on your stomach so you can feel that motion as you're forcing the air out. And you can also close your eyes. So we're going to start by taking a deep breath in, really fill your belly, and breathe out with a punch. Then pick up speed. Make sure you keep your back straight. Few more seconds. All right, now place your hands on top of your knees. You can have your palms down. You can have your palms up. You might have gotten a little bit of a head rush from that breath moving so quickly, but it's a good thing. It's getting our blood flowing. It's allowed us to connect a little bit more to our abdominal wall. So hopefully the next bit of our practice will be quite easy. Now we're going to take our left leg and we're going to stretch it out and off to the left side. Tuck your right foot in as close as you can to your body, and then turn just a bit so that you are facing your left foot. Reach your hands up and overhead and drape your stomach, your abdominal wall, over your left thigh. Now we're not going into a tuck just yet. We really want to enjoy this stretch that we're getting in our shoulders and our back, as well as our hamstring. You should actually feel the muscle in your hamstring really getting a good stretch. Now we're going to take a deep breath in and reach up with the crown of our heads and breathe out as we tuck in. Take a few deep breaths. We're now getting a stretch in our lower back. Another deep breath in and out. Then from your center, you want the movement to originate in your center. We're going to rise up back to that seated position. So that helps take stress off of your lower back when you allow yourself to move your body around like that by your abdominal wall. Now we're going to switch sides. So stretch that right foot out. Bring your left foot in as close as you can. This is about as far as I can bring it in with my stiff knee. Hopefully that Yoga Anywhere last week will help you with any problems that you might have with stiff knees. You can repeat that practice over and over and over, and it does help. So we're going to turn our body to face our right foot, reach our hands up and overhead, and lean over. You're draping your abdominal wall over your right thigh. We're going to sit here for a deep breath, allowing that stretch to really take hold. Then breathe in, reach up with the crown of your head, and tuck inward. Take a couple of breaths here. Notice that it's a little bit more difficult to engorge your abdominal wall with air. Becomes a little bit more of a shallow breath that will help to stretch our back muscles. And from center, engage. Suck your navel to your spine and allow your motion to originate from here as we rise back up. Now we're going to take a little cobbler to just kind of even out that stretch. So place your feet with soles together, grab your ankles, roll your shoulders back. That'll help get our back nice and straight. Take a deep breath in and fold inward like we just did with our legs extended. And from center, lift back up. Now we're going to turn to the side. We're going to keep our knees bent for this quick little flow. We're going to go into boat. So the first step is to lift your feet, point your toes, have your hands supporting the backs of your legs. Then, when you feel like you've got your abdomen engaged, we're going to let go of our legs and hold our hands out. Now, you want to try to keep your back as straight as possible. And by doing that, you should feel your abdominal wall engage. You might start shaking. That's prana. Allow it to happen. And then grab the backs of your legs to take a little break. We're going to go right back into that boat. Make sure that your shins are parallel to the ceiling. You can have your feet together or have them slightly apart. And then let go. Now you're also going to feel your quads kick in with this. So it's not just your abdominal wall. Then we're going to go back into that boat, but this time we're going to go into low boat. Try to keep your back straight and lift. Grab onto your thighs when you lift up. So down into low boat and up. We're getting into those deep muscles. Low boat and up. Low boat and back up. And one last time, low boat and back up. Now place your feet on the mat, and this time we're going to lower to our back. So when we do this, you can have your feet pointed, your toes pointed. That'll help counteract and allow you to not go back too quickly. Or if you keep your feet flexed, that'll help us connect a little bit more to our abdominal wall. Reach out in front of you and lower as slowly as you can. And you should feel the abdominal muscles kick in, trying to keep your torso up off of the floor. And lower. Now we're going to lift our knees. I'm going to get a little centered. And we're going to have them here similar to the way we did in our first boat. Now you want to make sure that your lower back is flat to the mat. So you might have to bring in your knees a little bit like I do. When my knees are out like this, I get enough space to be able to fit my hands behind my lower back. We don't want that. We want our back flat on the mat. Then we're going to place our hands, interlaced fingers behind our head, and we're going to go into some yogi bicycles. So with yogi bicycles, what we're going to do, we're going to take it slow. So we don't want this to be a really fast movement. We want it slow and intentional. But what we're going to do first is lift our left elbow and get that, or our right elbow rather. We want to lift it to where our shoulder comes off of the mat. So you may not even come close to your left knee. We just want to have that motion where we're lifting that shoulder off of the mat. And that will kick our abdominal muscles in. And this is the beginning stages of the bicycles that we're going to go into. So we're going to do it to the left again and to the right again. Now this next time, when we're lifting towards our left knee, we're going to reach out with our right leg and then bring it back in. And then the left leg goes out as we're reaching for the right knee. So you should feel all of the muscles engaged in your abdominal wall at this point. So now we're going to go nice and slow. Right leg out and back. Left leg out and back. Right leg out and back. Left leg out and back. One more time to each side. Right leg out and back. And left leg out and back. Now grab your knees and hug them to your chest. We're going to go right back into it. So this is not it with the yogi bicycles. We're just taking a little break. Then we're going to place our knees back in that starting position with our back flat on the mat. Interlace our fingers and then lift and reach to the left, right leg out forward, and switch to the left leg, right leg, left leg, and one last time to each side. And that is it with the bicycles. So you might be cursing me tomorrow because you might feel, hopefully you'll feel it, but hopefully you'll be happy and not just discouraged. Now what we're going to do is we're going to peel our nose up to our knees and lower. Peel our nose up to our knees and lower. Peel our nose up and lower. And one last time, up and lower. Now we're going to raise our feet up to the sky and we're going to do some pulses. So we're going to start by reaching towards our feet. Now you can have your feet flexed or you can have them pointed, but we're going to do some quick pulses like this. So you're reaching your shoulders up off the mat. And we're going to do this for about 5 more seconds. So we're connecting to those muscles deep in our abdominal wall. Then grab your knees and hug them to your chest. And this time, we're going to be pulsing to the left and then the right. And we're going to do it as quickly as we can. So we're going to pulse to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. One last time, left and then the right. And lower your feet to the mat. Have them the width of your mat and allow your knees to fall together. And we're going to do a little windshield wiper of our legs. So this will help us relieve any tension that we might have built up with all that work on our abdominal wall. Then allow your knees to fall together and completely relax. Place your hand on your stomach, your right hand on your stomach, your left hand on your heart. And this is where we're going to end our practice. Hopefully you've been catching the live streams. I'm doing live yoga on the first and the third Fridays of each month now. And then a live members video on the fourth Friday of each month. And each time they're at 7 p.m. So I hope that you'll check those out. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful week and that you have the tools to trust your gut, trust your instincts so that you'll know what's true and what isn't. So I'll see you again next time. Bye.